Shalom Akim, all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakadash, double honors to the Apostle of Great Millstone, salutation to you Akim doing the work in truth and sincerity. This is going to be a quick video. I'm going to call it YT History Month, And first of all, let me read this. This copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for the purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. With that, I am going to play a video and read the scripture. And let me play this.
June 24th, 1943. American soldiers opened fire on American soldiers in England. And it all started because a British town refused to be racist. Bamber Bridge, Lancashire. The 1,511th Quartermaster Truck Regiment, all black soldiers, stationed at Adams Hall. White military police stationed up north. And the British locals who loved the black GIs and hated segregation. When U.S. commanders demanded that Bamber Bridge's pubs impose a color bar, separate facilities for black and white troops, all three pubs in town posted signs that read, "Black troops only." Britain said, "We don't do that here." June 24th, around closing time at Ye Old Hob Inn, two white MPs tried to arrest Private Eugene Nunn for wearing a field jacket instead of dress uniform. A uniform violation they'd ignore for white soldiers. British locals and servicewomen sided with Nunn, told the MPS to leave. The MPS left, then returned with reinforcements in machine guns. They caught the black soldiers walking back to base, started arresting them on the street. A white MP shot Private William Crossland in the back, killed him right there in Mounsey Road. When word reached Adams Hall, black soldiers raided their own armory and armed themselves. Over 400 shots fired across Bamber Bridge for 5 hours. One black soldier dead, 7 others wounded. The U.S. military said it was crossfire. Witnesses said Crossland was shot in the back, executed. 35 black soldiers court-martialed, 28 convicted of mutiny. Not a single white MP charged, including the one who killed Crossland. General Ira Eaker investigated and blamed the racist MPs and white officers for the entire incident. But the U.S. military censored the story. Papers only reported violence in a town somewhere in northwest England. For decades, it was forgotten, until a maintenance worker named Clinton Smith found bullet holes in a bank's woodwork in the 1980s and started asking questions. Britain stood with black soldiers when America wouldn't. An entire English town said no to segregation while the U.S. military court-martialed the victims. Share this story and tell someone that sometimes the clearest moral stand comes from the most unexpected places.
Well, and Esau is trying to do the same thing today. We know about Trump basically closing down several so-called black history museums, and he's been doing it across the United States basically to cover up Edomite history in the United States. So, and that's why I call this White History Month. I'm gonna come up with several videos of the history of what these devils really do. It's fucked up to see that Edomites overseas treat Jake better than the Edomites over here in America. But hey, it is what it is. But they're all Edomites. But you see how Edomites really operate over here in the United States. So that's just a snippet of White History Month, or YT History Month. I got one scripture. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. In other words, his wickedness will not go away. That's just the fact. And with that, I'm going to say Shalom. All praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakadash, double honors to the Apostle of Great Millstone, salutation to you, I can doing the work of truth, sincerity. Till the next time, Shalom.